morning, everyone. Our topic is round decimals. This is lesson 1.6, and you will find this lesson on page 35 to 38 from your book. Here are the learning objectives for today's lesson. You're going to explain the rules in rounding decimal numbers, patiently solve the given problems with speed and accuracy, and solve real-life problems involving rounding decimal numbers. Let's have a review. Let's identify the place and the value of each three. The first given, 5 and 639 10,000s. So the answer is thousands and 3,000. Let's identify the place value of 3 here. So since 3 is a whole number and the whole number starts with ones place followed by tens. So 3 is in the tens place. So 3 multiplied by 10. So the value of 3 is 30. So the place value is tens and the value is 30. The decimal place value, the whole number always start with ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. But after the decimal point, always start with the tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000s place, and so on. So decimals are read as M. So like for example, I have 4.18, so we can read this as 4 and 18 hundredths. Another example, we have 5.218, so we can read this as 5 and 218 thousandths. Another, we have 25.010. So we can read this as 25 and 10 thousandths. Another, we have 0.0009. So we can read this as 9 and thousandths. Memorize this poem in rounding decimal. Find your number, circle it, look next door. 4 or less, just ignore. 5 or more, add 1 more. So let's find the number and circle it. Look next door. 4 or less, just ignore. 5 or more, add 1 more. Example, round 4,129 to the nearest hundredths. So the first step is to find the number that you are looking for. So let's circle 1 in the hundredths place because the direction is you need to round 4,129 to the nearest hundredths. And the next step is look next door at the 2. So if it is followed by 4 or less, it means you just ignore or you just copy the digit that you are rounding. But if it is followed by 5 or more, you need to add 1 more. So based on this example, 1 is followed by 2, so it is 4 or less, so just ignore. So 4,129 is round to 4,100. Another example, round to the nearest 10,000. So the first step is you need to find your number. So circle the number in the 10,000s place because the instruction is you're going to find out or you're going to round to the nearest 10,000s. So the 10,000s place is the digit 6. Then look next door. So draw an arrow to the right of the number. Then if it is 4 or less, just ignore. Okay, if it is 5 or more, add 1 more. So 8 is larger than 4, so go to the next line of the poem, which is 5 or more, add 1 more. So we need to add 1 to 6. So 6 plus 1, that is equivalent to 7, and the rest of the digit it's right becomes 0, and the digit to its left you just copy. That's why the rounded number is 370,000. Another example is round to the nearest hundredths. So the first step, you need to find your number. you need to find where is the hundredths place. So the hundredths place is 2. And the second step is look next door. You need to draw an arrow to the right of the number. So since it is followed by 7, we need to apply the rule, which is 5 or more, add 1 more. So we need to add 1 into 2, so 2 becomes 3. So the answer is 35.33 hundredths. Or you just put 0 here, no problem, because 0 has no value. Because the rule is after you rounded the given number, all digits to its right become 0 and all the digits to its left you just copy. Another example, round to the nearest tenths place. So the first one is you're going to find your number. Where is the tenths place? So the tenths place is 8. And 8 is followed by 7. So the rule is, if there is 5 or more, add 1 more. So we need to add 1 into 8. So since 7 is greater than 5, add 1 to 8. So the answer is 4.9. Round to the nearest hundredths. So find your number. Where is the hundredths place? The hundredths place is 2. And it is followed by 1. So the rule is, if it is 4 or less, just ignore. So you just simply copy 2. And all the digits to its right become 0. And all the digits to its left, you need to copy. That's why the answer is 62 and 42 hundredths. Try the following problems on your own. Round to the nearest tenths. 3 and 478 thousandths. So the first step, you need to look for the given number that you are rounding, which is the tenths place. And the tenths place is 4. Then look next door. The digit is 7. So if it is 5 or more, we need to add 1 more. So 4 becomes 5 and the rest of the digit becomes 0 and the digit to its left you just copy. That's why the answer is 3 and 5 tenths. Next, round to the nearest hundredths. So let's find out where is the hundredths place. The hundredths place is 9 and it is followed by 7. So 9 becomes 10 because we need to add 1. So this becomes 10. So 0 here we group 1. So 5 plus 1 is 6 and the rest of the digit to its left you need to copy and the digit to its right you need to change into 0. So the answer is 22.60 22.6 or 22.6000. So they are all the same. How can you round decimals? Rounding replaces one number with another number that tells about how many or about how much. Round 2 and 36 hundredths to the nearest tenths. So is 2 and 36 hundredths closer to 2 and 3 tenths or 2 and 4 tenths? So any number line can help you round a decimal also. So the first step is find the rounding place. Look at the digit to the right of the rounding place. If the digit is 5 or greater, add 1 to the rounding digit. If the digit is less than 5, leave the rounding digit alone. So since 6 is greater than 5, we need to add 1 to the 3. So drop the digits to the right of the rounding digit. So the answer is 2.36 or 2 and 36 hundredths rounds to 2 and 4 tenths. So rounding can help you find which tenth or hundredths a decimal is closest to. Let's answer the following questions. Round 74 and 58 hundredths to the nearest tenths. Which digit do you look at? And what is 74 and 58 hundredths rounded to the nearest tenths? So the answer is A. So the digit that you're going to look at is the digit A. And the answer is 74 and 6 tenths. Number 2. A car rental service charges customers for the number of miles they travel. Rounded to the nearest whole mile, George travels 40 and 8 tenths miles. For how many miles will he be charged? Explain. So you are going to round 40 and 8 tenths to the nearest whole number. So the whole number is 40. So 40 is followed by 8. So 40 becomes 41 because if it is followed by 5 or more, we need to add one more. The answer is 41 miles. 41 is nearest to whole number to 40 and 8 tenths. In number 3 to 10, round each number to place of the underlined digit. So the underlined digit for question number 3 is 6. It's followed by 5, so we need to add 1 to 6. 6 becomes 7, and the rest of the digit to its right becomes 0, and the digit to its left you need to copy. That's why the answer is 17 or 17.0 or 17. Number 4, the answer is 56.0 or 56. Number 5 is 1.3 or 1.30 hundredths. Number 6, 42.78. The answer is 42 and 8 tenths or 42.80 or 80 hundredths. Number 7, 1 and 65 hundredths or 1 and 650 thousandths. Number 8, 582.00 or 582 or 582.0. Number 9, we have 80,547 and 65 hundredths. Number 10, we have 135,701 and 9 tenths. So always remember the rule. The underlined digit, you need to find out the digit that you are rounding, then look next door. If it is 5 or more, add 1 more. Then all the digit to its right becomes 0. All the digit to its left, you need to copy. But if it is 4 or less, just ignore. Means you just simply copy the underlined digit that you are rounding. Then all the digit to its right becomes 0. And all the digit to its left, you need to copy. Now, question 11 to 14, round each decimal to the nearest whole number. So 4.5, the whole number is 4. It is followed by 5, so the answer is 5 because we need to add 1 more. 57.3 tenths or 57 and 3 tenths rather. So 57 is followed by 3, so no need to add 1, so the answer is 57. 34 and 731 thousandths, the whole number is 34. It is followed by 7, so we need to add 1 more to 34, so it becomes 35. The answer is 35. Number 4, 215 and 39 hundredths. 215 is the whole number, followed by 3, so no need to add, so the final answer is 215. In question number 15 to 18, you need to round each number to the place of the underlined digit. So, the answer is 7 and 3 tenths, 76 hundredths, 6 and 44 hundredths, 84 and 7 tenths. Question 19. The picture at the right shows the length of an average American alligator. What is the length of the alligator rounded to the nearest tenths? So the tenths place is 3, and 3 is followed by 9, so that is more than 5. So we need to add 1 more to 3. So if we add 1 more to 3, 3 becomes 4. So the answer is 4 and 4 tenths meter. Question number 22. Draw all of the lines of symmetry in the figure shown below. So how many lines of symmetry? This figure, there are 2 lines of symmetry only. In number 23, Emma needs 2 pounds of ground meat to make a meatloaf. She has 1 package with 2 and 36 hundredths pounds of ground meat and another package with 2 and 9 hundredths pounds of ground meat. She uses rounding and finds that both packages are close to 2 pounds. Explain how Emma can choose the package closer to 2 pounds. So the answer is, look at the digit in the tenths place. So 0 is less than 3, therefore 2 and 9 hundredths is closer to 2. Number 24. Robert slices a large loaf of bread to make 12 sandwiches. He makes 3 turkey sandwiches and 5 veggie sandwiches. The rest are ham sandwiches. What fraction of the sandwiches Robert makes are ham? So the answer is 4 out of 12, or one-third, are ham sandwiches. Why? Why? Because the total number of sandwiches is 12. Okay, so we have 3 turkey sandwiches out of 12. We have 5 veggie sandwiches out of 12. So this becomes 8 out of 12. So the remaining is 4 out of 12, which is ham, to make it as a whole. So the answer is 4 out of 12, or one-third, are ham sandwiches. 25. After buying school supplies, Ruby had $32 left over. She spent $4 on notebook, $18 on a backpack, and $30 on a new calculator. How much money M did Ruby start with? Write an equation to show your work. So you need to use M, letter M, as your variable, unknown variable. So the answer is $84, because M is equivalent to 4 plus 18 plus 30 plus 32. So the total is equivalent to 84. 26. Find two numbers that round 35 and 4/10 when rounded to the nearest tenth. Write these numbers in the box. So the answers are 35 and 391 thousandths and 35 and 44 hundredths. Because if we round this to the nearest tenths, it is followed by 9, so 3 becomes 4, and that is equivalent to 35 and 4/10. The same thing with 35.44, or 35 and 44 hundredths. The tenths is 4, it is followed by 4, so no need to add. So 4 is the same, and we need to copy all the digits to its left, and the digit to its right becomes 0. That's why these two are the two numbers that round to 35 and 4/10. That's it. Thank you so much and have a nice day.